Hi, I'm Poonam from Mothers and I'm with ASIANA TV, and today we're making Amritsari Maachi. Amritsari Maachi is a favourite food of people from Amritsar and it's actually known worldwide.
You will be requiring approximately 550 grams of tilapia fish cut into 2-inch pieces, 30 grams of garlic paste, 30 grams of ginger paste, 10 grams of salt, 5 grams of Ajwain seed, 40 grams of lemon juice and 10 grams of coriander finely chopped. For the batter, you'll need 100 grams of besan, gram flour, 50 grams of plain flour, 50 grams of fine semolina, 1 egg, 50 grams of green chilli paste, 50 grams of garlic paste and 50 grams of ginger paste, 5 grams of dried katsuri methi, 15 grams of Ajwain seeds, 7 grams of Kashmiri chilli powder, 20 grams of salt and 20 grams of chopped coriander.
The first thing we need to do is actually cut the fish. So when you get a fillet of, and we're using tilapia here, when we're getting tilapia fish, it's very important to give an even cut to all the fish so that it cooks evenly. Now tilapia has a tendency of being quite flat in one corner, and we want to disregard that. So the first thing is to do is cut through. Just disregard this thin bit, and with this thicker edge you want to actually cut it at a bias, at a slant. So you just want to slant it and cut it into about, say, 2-inch pieces. What that does, it just makes sure that the fish actually cooks evenly. Perfect. Now pop that in the bowl, and now just need to marinate that. Marination is simple. The first part of this marination is lemon juice, salt, Ajwain and coriander. You need to marinate this fish for at least an hour to 2 hours. That's to ensure that the salt and the flavors of the Ajwain actually seep through into the fish, which is Ajwain is the very key spice to this marination. So I'm going to use my marinated fish, but I'm going to make the batter, which is a very important aspect to this. Amritsari Maachi, when you eat it in Amritsar, it's a street food and it comes out nice and crispy, something that's a favorite around the world. So we at Mothers have actually devised our own recipe on this to actually get that really lovely crunch flavor. So it's basically 1 part besan, half this quantity of plain flour and half of semolina. So you put that in, plain flour, gram flour and fine semolina. Into this you want to add ginger paste, garlic paste. You need to make this hot, so you have to add chilli paste, Kashmiri mirch, Ajwain. Again, as I said, Ajwain is the key spice to this, so plenty of Ajwain, salt, kasuri methi, which just lends itself so perfectly to this dish, and last but not least, coriander, which adds that freshness. Okay, to this I'm going to add an egg, and now I need to whisk that through and slowly add water. Now you don't want to make this mixture too wet and you don't want to make it too thin, so I'll show you the actual consistency that you need to use. When you're mixing in besan or any batter, start using the water quite sparingly. You want to make it tough first, make sure all the lumps are out, and then slowly, gradually add the water. So when I tell people, when they ask me, well, how should it be? I always say, just as thick like custard. You want it like that. You don't want it too thin and you don't want it too thick. So as you can see, the mixture is a really nice custard type consistency. Make sure your fry is nice and hot. Take your marinated fish, swipe in and out and just place through. Now people can add colour into this. I tend not to. I tend to use Kashmiri hot chilli. Sorry, it's not hot, it's just Kashmiri chilli. It's not that hot, but it does tend to have a little bit of more of that pink natural colour. We like to use natural colour these days, but if you like that real Amritsar look, you can add colour to it. I tend not to. So let the fryer do the work. You don't need to move the fish around too much. It will tendency to break. Let the fryer do the work. The fish normally just will come up and it go nice golden brown and it will be ready to take out. And I can tell you now, it's nice and crispy. And that's what you want. You want that crunch element. Because with Amritsari Maachi, it has to be served with lemon. So when you squeeze that lemon juice onto it, you don't want it to be soggy. You still want it to have that crunch. This is perfect. So whilst that's just drying off on the absorbent paper, just get nice chilli, just some nice veg, and the all-important lemon. If you don't have lemon with fish, you're doing something very wrong. And then just nice crunchy fish. There we have it. Amritsari Maachi, all ready to be eaten. For more recipes like this, keep an eye out for me on ASIANA TV.